Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix on August 16th, 2025. In this wonderful day, wonderful, beautiful day. In the Detroit area, we got the Dream Cruise going on. We got the wonderful Dream Cruise going on out there. Let me know if you got your car out there, if you're out there doing big things with your old car, your new car, if you're just sitting on the side, enjoying a spot, you got an early spot, staked it out, and didn't have to fight nobody for it, and you were able to get out there and get on there and have some fun with your family and sit around all day. Make sure you got all your snacks that you're going to need and everything. So we want everybody to be out there, be safe, and have fun at the same time. All that good stuff for the Dream Cruise in Detroit. People come from all around with their cars, and people actually have to pay people to wash their car overnight so nobody try and get in there and take their stuff from them, all that good stuff. But we want you to go out there and have a good time this weekend if you're in the Detroit area, for the Dream Cruise. Also, we want to say rest in peace to Dr. Danielle Spencer. We know her as D from what's happening now. She had been sick a little while, and she's gone. She made her transition, so we want to make sure we send our thoughts and prayers out to her and her family. And thank you for all the great memories that we have for her on both those shows, and all the things that she did to help out in the community with her sorority and the like. Felix is here. He's running just a tad bit behind. He will be joining us really, really soon. He had to make a quick little stop because he's a sneakerhead. Being the sneakerhead that he is, he's doing a quick pickup of some shoes that just came out. We gonna have him tell what I don't know if it's some Jordans, I don't know what it is, but he had to get them. So hey, you got to let him do what he got to do. Remember I said that, and we was actually ever to change the name, we would change it to the Old Man and the Sneakerhead. And so that's Felix doing what he got to do to get out there. I thought when he said he was running late, I thought he actually had his car out there at the Dream Cruise. He got a little something on the car front. I thought he's out there with his car, but hey, that's his other enthusiast. He always talk about that. If he had been pro, he'd spend his money on cars, shoes, jerseys, and everything else in the fast life. So hey, he's still doing it, but he's doing it on a smaller scale. I guess that's the best way to put it. So glad to have you here. Don't forget, we are on Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Roku TV. On Roku TV on the NBL channel. And so you want to go to Roku TV. And when you do that, you want to go to, let me see, is my picture still up there? I still got that picture. There you go. You want to look for this symbol right here. Look for this symbol right here, NBL. And I got it right now. What's set on my TV? All I got to do is just go right to that little symbol, click on that, and it's running live on the other side of my house. It's running live on the other side of my house. And speaking of the NBL, where's mine? I got a little scroll for y'all that I want y'all to check out that I put up there for them. He sent me some information. That season is about to start, so we want to make sure we are. Don't forget the NBL season starts September 20th. Catch the games on Roku, Maximum TV Network, or go to NBLPro.com and watch the games live on the NBL TV. Go to the Roku channel. Pull up that symbol right there. Right now, we are live in living color on the Roku channel. Under that symbol right there. That's the easiest way to find us. And there you go. That's us. So thank you for coming to the show. Oh, we got a great show today. We jam-packed full of all kind of great stuff and all kind of fun stuff to talk about. Of course, we start the show off as we always do. We normally have when you pick the lineup, the first topic, but this week and the next 2 weeks beyond this one, we are not going to have a poll because this week's the college football preview. Next week is the AFC pro football preview, and the week after that is the NFC. And we're going to talk about the different teams and what we see and what we think is going to how things are going to play out. So I'm going to get started on that while I'm waiting on Felix to jump in with me. And so let me get the graphics up there so we can see what's going on. The college football preview. But of course, before we even get to that, we got to talk about Michigan. What's going on with Michigan, you say? Oh, let me tell you about it. The notice of allegations finally came out for the NCAA. They got a nice with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 things that they got to adhere to. They probably going to adhere to none of them, honestly. None of them, honestly. Probably 2 of them, and that's only because the people that they gave it to not even there no more. What did they get? A fine equivalent to the anticipated loss of all postseason competition revenue sharing associated with 2025 and 2026 football season. 10 years show cause penalty for former head coach Jim Harbaugh. What does that mean? A show cause means any program that hires Harbaugh would have to show cause as to why it should not be sanctioned for hiring him. That's basically what they're saying. Why would they want? Why if you're gonna hire him and we couldn't sanction Michigan, we're gonna sanction you. So why should we not hire? Why should we not sanction you for hiring him? That's basically what they're saying. Also, the next thing on the list is an 8-year show cause penalty for former staffer Connor Stallions. So Connor Stallions been running his mouth all over the place. He basically been telling you, yeah, I cheated, so what? What you gonna do about it? That's been his attitude for the last couple months. The TCU, he was back and forth with the TCU coach, a couple other coaches out there talking about the stuff he did against Michigan State. And does he care? Oh no, he does not care. He don't care what in the least bit. He basically told him, so what? You ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's basically what he didn't say. He basically said, yeah, I did it, and you ain't gonna do nan thing about it. That's basically what he been saying. And you can't. They're not gonna do nothing about it. They're not. Because they already said, Michigan already said, they basically said, this stuff don't mean nothing to me. Y'all can give us all the stuff you want. We still gonna sue y'all because we did it. So what? We got away with it. We got a natty, and y'all can kiss our Rudy Patooties. That's basically what Michigan said. What else did they get? What other things did they get? I think you're ready. Come on in, Felix. Felix is in, and there you go. All right.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Another great day. We talking about what's your favorite? What do you call them? What do you call University of Michigan?
University of Misdemeanors.
Yes, sir. University of Misdemeanors. You know what I call them? I call them the University of Cojones because they got the biggest cojones outside of the SEC in the whole country. They're gonna do what they want to do, and they know they're gonna get away with it. They know they don't care.
You just showed the entire country that cheating is allowed at all levels, and no matter what's the punishment. In your words, to steal your thunder, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's why. That's between look, Michigan, the Dallas Cowboys, and Notre Dame. They all believe in the Great Pumpkin. That's what it just. I'm just being for real. They believe. They always got an excuse for whatever happens. What happened? Okay, well, yeah, we cheated. It's just like you were saying as I was watching before I got brought in. They don't care. The $20 million, yeah, it might raise tuition a little bit. But okay, but hold on.
The booster gonna pay that.
But hold on, here's the funny part. You give Michigan football team with Jimmy a slap on the wrist, right? Then bring the banners back up for Jalen Rose now.
Yep.
It's the same thing. Ed Martin is Connor Stallions. It's the same thing.
Yep, I agree. Same thing. But hey, but when you wearing baggy shorts and long shorts and high socks, and you all freshmen, the point of contention is a little different. All right, really quickly, also a 3-year show cause penalty for Denard Robinson. If you don't remember who that is, that's Shoelaces. A $50,000 fine plus 10% of the budget for the football program. A fine equivalent to the cost of 10% of scholarships awarded in Michigan's football program for the 25-26 season. A 25% reduction in official visits during the 25-26 season, and a 14-week prohibition on recruiting communications in the football program during the probation period. Wow. And like I said, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean a hill of beans because they're going to keep doing what they've been doing.
Okay, so as your co-host and partner in crime, what should have been the penalty?
They should have lost those games.
That would have removed them from being national champs, right?
Yes, and not only that, They should have got a 3-year postseason ban. They should have got a 3-year postseason ban. Now, they said that the NCAA literally says these penalties should have gotten a postseason ban. However, we don't want to hurt the kids that are there that weren't a part of this. There's still some kids there that was a part of that. That's the whole idea, is to win so you can get better kids and more kids so you can keep on winning. You're supposed to go ahead and smack that behind. You're supposed to. Go on, smack that behind. Yeah, that's what you did. You gotta get this punishment. But that's why I say the University of Michigan is I call them the University of Cojones, because they're gonna do it, they're gonna get away with it, they don't care. But you know what I call this whole thing now? I call it the blueprint. It ain't Jay-Z no more. Isn't that Jay-Z blueprint more? This is the University of Michigan blueprint. This is a blueprint for the rest of the country for y'all to know. This is all you gotta do. All you gotta do is this, and this. Say you ain't do it. Even if they catch you, ain't nothing gonna happen. Why? Because they ain't do nothing else. They not gonna do nothing to y'all. It's precedent. It's precedent. It's the blueprint now. It's the blueprint all across the country. NIL is out there now, so you can pay the kids. You can go in and cheat. You can send people to the stadiums and get the signs and signals, videotape it with the glasses and with the Google glasses and the Ray-Bans and not get caught. The ugly. He's sitting on the sideline with the first generation, big old glass, look like you're gonna take the thing and go like this on the sideline, taping everything.
Let me ask you this. They don't do the side stealing scans with counter stallions. Do they beat Ohio State them last 2 years?
Maybe 1 year. I would say they would beat them last year. Yes. Why? Here's why. Ohio State played themselves trying to be too tough. Played right in Michigan's hands. But before that, no.
So C.J. Stroud last year, the year when it snowed, and Juwan and all them was still there, and it snowed, they still beat them?
I think they had talent for talent. I think they could have beat them. Either it could have went either way. But when you got that extra, that little extra boost, it's gonna go in your favor because you got a little bit extra. So talent for talent, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Michigan got talent. That ain't the issue. The issue wasn't the fact that they have talent to win. The issue was making some of those right decisions at the right time, such as the punt against Michigan State, where he get the punt block and he run it in. Ain't no way on God's green earth I'm punting that ball in that situation. I'm gonna run around and run around and run around and run around until the time is ran out. I'm gonna put my fastest running back there, and I'm gonna say you run backwards, forwards, up, down, and we're gonna treat it like a punt. And we're gonna set up a wall on the side, and we're gonna run to the time run out. It was what, 7-8 seconds left in the game? Those are decisions you gotta make to be smart. That's all you gotta do. Or it was a video going around of a kid in high school. They ran the ball out the back of the end zone. It was 2 points. Okay, so now we got to punt the ball. The time ran out before they can do it. But the point was to run the timeout. Even if they get 2 points, you only got 1 second left. How far are you going to go from there? You got to think. You got to do smart decisions. And that's why I always said that Harbaugh was the bridesmaid and never the bride. But they won it. He got that monkey off his back. He probably going to win a Super Bowl. And like you said, he probably going to be with Lions coach in 2 years. I'm not against that. I'm not exactly a fan of it, but I'm not against that. But like I said, this is now the blueprint. Do what you want to do. Talk about it later. Laugh about it. Make jokes about it. Send your lawyers about it. And if you get caught, the booster's going to pay for it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I wish Michigan State would. Please. Gee, get us an Addy. I put $5 on that. Y'all need some money on
it? Like you said, Nick, and we argued about this before. If Nick was probably stayed a little bit longer in his tenure, maybe.
We'd have that.
Smith got now. You gotta find that coach that's willing. Like, what's his name? The guy before Smith. He would have did it. He would have did it with no problem.
Come on, D'Antonio?
No, not D'Antonio, the guy after D'Antonio. The one they just got rid of.
Oh, yeah.
He would have did it.
Hey, the coach there now from Oregon State. Was it Washington State or Oregon State? Oregon State.
Oregon State Smith. He not gonna do it. He don't got He don't got the cojones, man.
Smith. I already know they got that new athletic director. His first meeting was, if you don't make a bowl or better, we gonna clear this office out. I already know they told him.
Well, I guess they're gonna clear the office out. Cause I don't expect them to be 5-7. And I know we're gonna do predictions later, in the weeks. I don't expect them to be 5-7, but you gotta be at least 7-5. At least. At least 7. You got at least, I'm saying 7-5 without the bowl game. You got at least finish 7-5. I don't even care. Because, okay, let's be for real. You're not going to beat Ohio State. Probably not going to beat Indiana. You don't schedule Notre Dame till I think it's the year after. You got a chance against Michigan. You really do. Because you at home. You had a chance against Michigan.
Yep.
The iffy games, you're not gonna beat lame nuts in Big Beaver, Penn State. Now, even though he's a clown, y'all should beat them, but you're not.
They talking about them winning the whole thing.
Nope, not while James Franklin on the side. Nope. I'd rather go to hell and play blackjack with the devil than play for him. James Franklin is horrible. When I watch James Franklin, it reminds me of watching Varsity Blues. What was my man name, the coach in that? He said, tonight we play Bangville. Tonight we beat Bangville. That's James Franklin. Tonight we play Michigan. Tonight we lose to Michigan. That's it. Look at the talent next to Michigan, Ohio State, maybe Wisconsin, them teams. Look at the talent he done had come through there. You had Micah Parsons. You done had LeVar. No, he wasn't there with LeVar Arrington. That was Ojopa. You done had Micah Parsons. You done had the tight end. You done had a running back. You can't do nothing. Now, if they play Belle Isle Tech every week, yeah, he'll win the national. But not.
Well, we need to go ahead and transition and talk about these conferences. I'm doing what I'm doing a follow up, making sure everything is showing right. Okay, good. We good. We live on Twitter. We live on Twitch. We live on Instagram on both pages. We live on the Roku. We live on LinkedIn. Everything is coming in looking beautiful. Man, I love it when the plan comes together. All right, let's go and get to these conferences. We're going to start with the ACC. We got Boston College, Cal Bears, Clemson Tigers, Duke Blue Devils, Florida State Seminoles, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Miami, NC State, North Carolina, Pittsburgh, SMU, Stanford, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, and Wake Forest. Last year, SMU came up out of there and went to the playoffs. You think they're going to go back again? No, that's 2 years.
I look for it to be either Florida State or Miami. I look for Florida State to bounce back. I really do. Because last year, the year before last, everybody was saying how they got robbed and they got snuffed. In this last year, I don't think they knew the season was starting. I think they thought they was playing Tecmo Bowl or something. I have no idea. But the pressure is not. The seat is getting warm, but it's not hot yet.
Now, I'm going to tell you my top three in the ACC. Not in no particular order. I'm doing the alphabetical order. Clemson, Florida State, and Miami. Everybody else is playing for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And I'm going to tell you the dark horse team in that conference. Syracuse. Yeah.
That's a football. That's a basketball school.
It's definitely a basketball school, but that coach that came in and turned them around. So I would not be surprised if he actually came in and either set first or second place, Syracuse going up in that Carrier Dome and go ahead and win that. I'm serious when I say that. I would not be surprised if Syracuse had done that, because I don't know if you've been hearing how he does his NIL. If you late, you fine. they fine you, and all how they hold those kids accountable, and how much they getting great press behind that, and the kids on the print program saying, hey, he's running like it's the pros. So we have to be accountable in everything we do academically as well as athletically. So I like Syracuse's chances. You all right over there, man? You got your eye on somebody trying to sneak up on you? Or you froze? Or you got the froze face again on me? He might be froze for real. Look at that. He moved. You all right over there, Felix? All right, we're going to move forward. We're going to go to the next conference. The next conference we're doing it alphabetically. We're going to be talking about the Big 12. Arizona State, BYU, Baylor, Cincinnati, Colorado, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas Tech, UCF, Utah, and West Virginia. Let me check back on the other screen, make sure Felix doing all right over there. He had to drop out. I got a feeling his phone got too high because that's what happened to me every time I'm in the car doing the show in my car. My phone always overheats, so hopefully he can hear this and turn on his air conditioning. I'm gonna send him a quick note. Turn on your air conditioning. Felix, turn on your air conditioner in your car so your phone won't overheat. Bam. Just text it to him. All right. So hopefully we can get him back in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Let his phone cool off a second. But while he's doing that, I'm gonna give you my predictions for the Big 12. Of course, Colorado gonna be there. They actually have a quarterback that was a top 5 quarterback recruit behind Shedeur, so they won't miss a beat on the quarterback up front. They actually have some better linemen in there right now. They got probably the best coaching staff of former professional players in the country up there right now, and everybody want to go up there and help Deion. So in my opinion, I'm going to say in this order, in no particular order, the top 3: Colorado, Utah, and Texas Tech. That's my top 3 in the Big 12. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say Colorado, then I'm gonna say Texas Tech, and then Utah. Utah probably gonna win it again. Utah tough. They tough. They tough. They doing their thing. They've been doing it. They have an influx of talent that is unprecedented in anybody in the country for that demographic, and they play their behind off. And if you ever watch them, they play the up-tempo style and they play smash mouth. They coming to get you, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They tell you they coming to get you, and then they coming to get you, and that's how they do it. They don't care. You better be ready because we coming to get you. You best be ready. That's what they're telling you. If you're not ready, it's your so there we go. They don't play around. They get down up there. All right. Also, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna talk about the Big Ten next. We got Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan State, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Purdue, Rutgers, UCLA, USC, Washington, and Wisconsin. All right. And they play the round robin schedule now, so it's not conferences anymore. And the top 2 teams, they play against each other in the in Indiana at the Indiana Dome. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it that quickly. But I see the top. I'm gonna go top 4 in the Big Ten this year. I'm going with Michigan. They're gonna be good. There's a lot of talent in there. We make a lot of jokes about them doing what they do, but Michigan is gonna do Michigan things. They're gonna be good. They're gonna play tough. They got a good coach. He's going to have to sit 3 games this year, allegedly, supposedly. Probably not. He's probably going to only sit the 2 that he said he's going to sit, other than the one that they gave for Deshaun Moore. Indiana's going to be good again. Nebraska's going to be greatly improved, but they're not going to win the games that they're going to need to be where they want to be. Penn State's going to be there. So that's 3. So right now my top 4 are Indiana, Michigan, Penn State, and Oregon. That's it right there. That's it. Them the top 4 in the league. All 4 of those teams just might do well enough to make it to the top to the playoff. They're taking 16 teams. Then we might get 4. We just might get 4. Speaking of another league that might get 4 also, who also might get also might get 4, the SEC. And we're going to look at the SEC really quickly. In the SEC, we have. Let's see. Let me do something real quick. In the SEC, we have Greg. I'm sorry, man. I forgot to turn my chat on. We got lots of great great comments from Greg. Good morning, Greg. Clemson, he said Clemson will come out of there. And let's see, he's talking about Felix's phone. All right. Let's see here. There he is. He's back. He's back. All right.
I don't know what that was, man.
Your phone overheated. I already know what it was. Because mine did the same thing.
Yeah, I got the
you got your air conditioner on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure it's pointed right to your phone so it'll keep it cool. Because that's what happened to my phone whenever I do my show in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do some maneuvering here.
Oh yeah. Okay. So right now we're talking about the SEC and the teams that have possibly come out of the SEC right now. In the SEC, we have. Let's see here. Where we at? Let's see. Come here, SEC. Come back here. There we go. All right. Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, Missouri, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Texas, and Vanderbilt. Of those teams, what do you see your top 4 or 5 coming out of that league?
That's all on one side?
That's the whole conference. That's the whole SEC.
Oh, okay. The top. You saying top 5?
Yeah. Who are your top 5 teams in the conference? Well, I'm framing it as, of course, would it be 16 teams now? How many you think gonna go to the playoffs?
5.
5 out of the SEC. What are your 5 teams? You freeze up on me again? He done froze again. Man. Oh man, he froze up on me again. All right. We they back. There you go. There we go. Yeah, can you
5.
What teams you like? What teams you like?
LSU. Oh shoot! Wait a minute. You know what? I don't know, because if Brian Kelly lose on the 30th, he going anyway. But yeah, LSU. Georgia. I like Kirby now.
Okay.
LSU, Georgia. I want to say Florida, but okay, Florida.
Okay. You're forgetting the big 2. You're forgetting the top 2 that's been there the last 2 years.
Oh yeah, Tennessee and
Texas.
Oh yeah, Tennessee and Texas.
Alabama ain't gonna do it.
Nah, man, my man, this is it. This is it. This is it because you know why is it? You lost to Michigan. You lost to Michigan twice. Manhandle. The year before that,
Nick Saban couldn't beat Michigan.
Huh?
Nick Saban couldn't beat Michigan.
But Nick Saban won championships.
Okay. I give you that. I give you that. Traditionally, Alabama has not been able to beat Michigan.
No, wait. Hold on now. No. Didn't one of them playoff games, didn't they beat the snot out of Michigan?
That's one. But I'm talking about if you look at the 4-5
overall
games.
Okay, yeah. I get that. Okay.
They did jump on pretty good.
His seat warm too. I can't. What is it? DeBoer? Ain't that his name? Mike DeBoer.
Yeah.
DeBoer seat is warm, and dude from LSU, his seat is hot. His seat's so hot. I would agree with LSU. You can't even sit on it.
I'm not so sure about Alabama's coach DeBoer, but LSU coach, he on the hot seat. His seat's so hot right now. He better not sit down in his office today.
How you gonna say you don't figure the seat? Are you serious?
He's only been there 1 year.
Unless
he's blown out by Tennessee.
He's been there 2 years.
This is the second year.
This is going on his third year.
Let's go on the second year.
No, this is his third. The first year he lost to Michigan in the playoffs. He was the coach then. Remember they beat them to go to the championship.
Okay, you're right.
Right? This is his third year. He's done. Cause remember they blamed it on Milrose.
Right.
And they was like Jalen Milrose. It wasn't Jalen Milrose. Now you don't have Jalen Milrose. He left. This is it. They don't take that down there. They don't. You know that. No. They talking right now. Who do you think we can replace him with? Call Nick back. That's why Nick got out. Nick, look, at the end of the day, Nick didn't want to recruit. It wasn't recruit. Nick didn't want to deal with the portal, right? That's why Nick got out. Nick ain't stupid.
I still think he should be able to make it through this year. Next year be his high seat year, unless he has some stupid losses. If you do something stupid to lose against Tennessee, you got to beat Tennessee. If you lose to Georgia in the close game, he all right. But if you go to Georgia, if they play Georgia and Georgia smack them around like big brother, little brother, then he gonna be on the hot seat.
What if he loses to Florida?
Yeah. Like I said, if he has some stupid losses, some losses he shouldn't have, then he gonna have to talk about it a little bit. They might meet him on the field like they did old boy at Arizona State.
Okay.
Now, I'm saying they're gonna get 4. If the Big Ten can get 4 in the playoffs, I'm saying the SEC will. I'm saying Texas. I'm seeing Georgia. I'm seeing Alabama and Oklahoma. LSU ain't going. That's my top 4 right now in the SEC.
So, what's the 4 out of the Big Ten?
My 4 out of the Big Ten. All right, let me get back to that side. I said Michigan, Indiana, Oregon, Penn State.
So Ohio State not going?
No, my bad. I said 5. If they could possibly get 5. Michigan. Well, Indiana's going to be good, but I don't think they're going to go this year. Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, and Purdue. I'm not Purdue, Penn State. I'm sorry, Penn State. I got my P schools mixed up.
So you got Michigan going to the playoffs?
Yes. Hey,
I'm gonna drink this for you, dog.
If they can cheat and get away with it, why can't they make the playoffs? They have talent. They have
talent where?
As a Michigan State fan, it's always fun to poke fun at Michigan. But brass tacks in reality, they got some talent over there. They got some kids over there. They got some ball. They got a good coach. They got a coach that's willing to run the ball 500 times and pass it one time just to win the game. Lord, we gonna pray for Felix. Lord. All right, y'all. We got to move on. Don't forget to click like, click share, and let everybody know that we are here. We are on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, as well as the Roku channel on the NBL network. Right now, I'm looking at my Instagram. My cousin, hey, how you doing over there? And another one of my old classmates on there. Hello on the Instagram side. We on both our pages. On both pages on Instagram is going live. Let's see here. Greg, thank you for joining us this morning and giving us some comments. If you are out there, you want to say hello to us, please do. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We are showing all of them. We got folks saying hello to us. It's great. He said it's not letting him get back in. Let's see. Hopefully we can get Felix back in on the show. We are moving forward. Let's see here where we at. So let me get my show sheet so I can make sure I'm keeping up where I'm at. We talk Indiana. We got to talk about that young man, Mr. Lewis Moore. He is petitioning the courts to get another year. This young man is about his 6th or 7th year in the NCAA. He wants to go back and play back for Indiana after he had transferred out. And as of right now, he has a stay from the courts to get to continue to practice. But they're gonna review him within a week or so, I think it is, to see if he's gonna be eligible for the season. I predict yes. All right, moving forward, you know where we at now. We got to talk about the Tigers, the MLB. moving forward for the MLB. The Tigers at this point are now 72-52. They are 3-2 since the last show, number one American League Central, second American League overall behind the Toronto Blue Jays. They are in the 3-game win streak, 6-4 for the last 10. Last night they have a 7-0 win over the Twins. In the top 6 teams in the whole Major League Baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers, Toronto Blue Jays, the Detroit Tigers, Philadelphia Phillies, San Diego Padres, and the Chicago Cubs. The North Side boys over there. Still doing well. All right, Felix. I wish he was here so he can make his jokes about the Tigers not doing well, but they holding on. They're playing 500 right now. They're playing 500 right now, and hopefully we can get them can continue to do well. So they can be ready to come for the postseason. As of right now, look, they are poised for the postseason. They keep bringing pitchers back and forth to see who's going to be the best fit for the team, so that we can go down the stretch. Because right now, outside of Scooble, he's the only consistent pitcher they got right now. So the boys are playing pretty well in the field, but we got to do well on the pitcher side consistently. All righty. There's Felix. All right, Felix. Were you able to use the new link I sent you?
Yes.
All right.
What I did was I moved it so I put it right in front of the air conditioner.
Good.
That's why I did. Yeah, because when I moved it, I was like, dog, this bug on fire.
Yep. Really quickly, I'm gonna send you out. Take your case off. Take your case off. So let me drop you off real quick. Take your case off, and I'm gonna bring you right back in. Here we go. All right. Fun old technical difficulties we have on the show, but hey, that's what happens when they know you're doing good work out there. Though the internet gremlins and life itself sometimes say, hey, we see you doing good, but we're gonna try and take it out real quick. We don't want you to keep doing as good as we want you to do. All right, and then there'll be action. The Tigers play against the Minnesota Twins tonight on the MLB Game of the Week, and that's up in Minnesota. And then tomorrow they play again in the afternoon at 1:10 Central Time, 2:10 Eastern. And I'm looking forward to seeing both of those games. And the Tigers can do well. Of course, Viva los Tigres. Viva los Tigres. Of course, I'm wearing my Tigers today. So one more time. Viva los Tigres. Viva los Tigres. All right. Moving forward, we are going to jump into women's WNBA and women's sports. This segment is T. It eats down. It slays. It leaves no crumb. Girl, get your coins. Clock it. All right. We bringing Felix back in. He laughing at me. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. This segment is T. Eats down. It slays. It leaves no crumbs. Girl, get your coins.
Man, what is wrong with you, man?
What? What I do? I didn't do nothing.
Clock.
You see, Greg said he don't think the Tigers gonna make the playoffs. I think they're gonna make it.
That's the first time I actually agree with Mr. Brown. He might be right. They ain't going to win, man. For real. You know what? If you go, you're not going far.
They may not go far, but I still think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna make it.
So, okay, if they go and they don't go, let's say y'all go and y'all repeat what y'all did last year. Is the season a loss?
In my opinion, with the team that they have and the way they start off, they should at least make it to the ALCS. But if they don't make it to the ALCS, I would say that they underachieved. Is it a loss? No. I would say that they have underachieved.
He talking about they're going to make it, Marcus home. Yeah, okay.
I'm a Tigers fanatic. Even though in the beginning of the season I was a little worried and they started doing well, I'm gonna stick with the fact that they're gonna continue to make it. My goal is for them to make to not only the playoffs but the World Series. It's gonna be a World Series downtown on Woodward Avenue.
Okay, what if you go to the World Series and don't win it?
You got to be there. At least you were there. To me, that's not a failure. You got to be in it to win it. If you're not in it to win it, to me, that's more of not doing what you're supposed to do than doing what you're supposed to do.
But you've been in it 2 times.
Yeah, they've been in it. They haven't been in it since what? Big Move in the 90s.
No,
it was 05.
You went against Fat Albert now and lost. You went against the Panda and lost. When is it gonna turn? When is it gonna change?
I think they're gonna do it. You got to keep pushing forward to get there, and I think they're gonna do it this year. I'm gonna keep believing in the boys. I'm gonna go back with the Bless You Boys and the Tiger with the logo jumping through the Detroit D back in 1984 with Al Kaline doing the games. We gonna believe. You got to believe.
Okay.
You gotta believe. Definitely got to believe. All right, I'm sorry, ladies. Last night in WNBA action, we had Washington over Indiana, 88-84. We had Golden State over Chicago, 90-59. We had Los Angeles over Dallas in Dallas last night, 97-96. We had Seattle over Atlanta, 80-78. We have Las Vegas over Phoenix, 86-83. And great action last night. That game went down to the wire down in over in Arlington. I tried my best to get to that game, but I couldn't get no hours to get away from the operation. So I just kind of kept up with the scores in the background as I was doing work. But congratulations to Los Angeles and Rakia Jackson doing big things over there with the Los Angeles Sparks. And hopefully at some point Dallas will come to their senses and get rid of Man Bun. And today's game is only one game. New York playing against Minnesota at 1 o'clock on CBS. Tomorrow they got 5 games on the slate. Indiana, Connecticut, Los Angeles, Washington, Dallas, Vegas at Vegas, Phoenix at Seattle, and Atlanta at Golden State. In the standings in the Eastern Conference, we've got the New York Liberty, Dream, Fever, the Mystics, the Sky, and the Connecticut Sun. In the West, Minnesota Lynx have already captured a playoff spot. We got Minnesota, Phoenix, Vegas, Golden State, Seattle Storm, the Sparks, and the Wings. All right. You know who Jen Paywall is? You know who that is? Who that young lady is?
No, sir.
Jen Paywall is the first woman ever to call a game as an umpire in Major League Baseball.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The name didn't register. Okay. Yeah.
Congratulations to that young lady. She is doing big things. She's at the show. She's doing great. They was glad to have her. She threw her after the first pitch. It was a call strike. They threw the ball out. It has been authenticated, and they gave it to her. But I think it's probably going to go in the Hall of Fame. If I had to guess, it's going to go in the Hall of Fame. But if I was her, I'd keep that ball. I send my uniform, but I wouldn't give my ball away. I'd make them have to pay. I'd make them pay me for that. But you never know. You know, being a referee, being an employee is a whole lot different than being a player. So it may be mandatory. And also in the roundup, ladies news, women's sports news, the Valkyries have a new mascot. They got Violet the Valkyrie, and there's definitely a young lady in there. You go pull up the video of the Valkyrie. She keeping the rhythm. She keeping the beat. She out there dancing and signing autographs and working with the cheerers. It's a beautiful thing. I'm really proud of the WNBA. They are still continue to take steps forward. They still in the middle of the fight for that money, and I get it. You got to fight for what's yours. Wearing the shirts, pay you what you own. Pay the ladies, pay them. The money is there. The money is there. It may be some sacrifices. There's always gonna be some sacrifices to go with it. If you're gonna get paid, there's gonna be some sacrifices on both sides. And the question is, are you willing to pay that, to make that sacrifice? That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. All right. Once again, don't forget to click like, click share. We moving along pretty well. The show is we've got to make sure we start and stop on time. See, now that we have the new partnership with the NBL, and really quickly let me show that again for the NBA. It's still running on the bottom. You want to go when you want to see us, go to the NBL on Roku TV and make sure you pull up. You're gonna see this symbol right here. Bam! Look at that. That red, blue, black, and white. Pull it up on Roku. That's us right there, the NBA, the Maximum Basketball League. We have a new partnership with them. Our show for last week is already on there, and you can catch it on tape delay. We are showing live right now on the NBL, much like we are on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We on all because I can see YouTube right in front of me. I got Twitch right on my side, Twitter. I got all of them. I got both my computers up, and we rolling. We doing big things. We just trying to expand because we want to be what? This generation Soul Train. Get up on Saturday morning and check us out. That's what y'all want to do. Because of course we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk a lot of craziness, and we're gonna do all kind of good stuff. All kind of good stuff in the community. All righty. And speaking of which, we're moving on to the NFL today. The Detroit Lions take on the Dolphins at Ford Field. This week they've had a joint practice. From all accounts, the Lions have been beating up the Dolphins, up and down the field, right to left, front to back, side to side. They said the Dolphins couldn't even score in the red zone on 8 or 9 plays against the ones, and the ones against the twos for the Lions. They said they couldn't score in a house of ill repute. If you know what that really means, you go ahead. You know that you know what the house of ill repute is. Well, the ladies in scantily clad clothes, and you have to pay them a little bit. So I'm not gonna say the word because they might try and censor us. But Dolphins couldn't score in a house of ill repute. So we're gonna see what happens tonight. That game comes on at 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central. I'm looking forward to taking a look at that. And last week we had a 70-yard field goal. Did you hear about that?
Yes, sir.
How do you kick a 70-yard field goal? 70-yard. I'm sorry, I forgot to write that young man's name down. There we go. 70-yard field goal by Cam Little, and it was in preseason, so technically he did not count. He plays for the Carolina Panthers, so you pretty much know he's gonna be on the field. So let's just put that in perspective. If you put the ball on the 50-yard line, that's a 60-yard field goal. So if you put the ball on the opposite 40-yard line, kick it from there, 70 yards. That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Quarterbacks can't even throw the ball 70 yards in the air. But he can kick it through. He kicked through the upright, and it was plenty of room left behind it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's outrageous. But congratulations to that young man, and lots of good action tonight on for scores for the schedule tonight. Let's see it tonight. We got Miami, Detroit, Green Bay, Indianapolis, New England, Minnesota, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Carolina, Houston. No, I'm sorry, that's a 12 o'clock game. They changed the time of it. It was supposed to be late, but they moved it to earlier game. San Francisco, Vegas, Baltimore, Dallas, Los Angeles versus Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Chargers versus Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are the home team. We got New York versus New York. The Jets playing against the G-Men in East Rutherford. The G-Men are the home team. Tampa going to Pittsburgh. And Arizona is home against Denver. And on Sunday, we got Jacksonville, New Orleans, Buffalo, Chicago. And Monday night, Cincinnati versus Washington. 2 upstart teams looking to make a name for themselves. All right, man, we coming down the stretch. And as always, it's about that time. And what time is it? It's time for Stupid Sports News. All right. It's Stupid Sports News. First up on the docket, Denzel Washington. Did you see the interview when he was on First Take?
Nah, I didn't catch it.
Oh, he dogged out Jerry Jones. He said, I don't like what you're doing with Micah Parsons. I don't like what you're doing with the team. You're trying to make money. All money ain't good money, and we trying to win. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Of course, I'm paraphrasing. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and we ain't doing what we supposed to do. Jerry, get it together. You got to go back and look at that. I posted on the site. And the funny part is, Jerry Jones ain't saying nothing back. Normally, Jerry Jones got something to say about everything and everybody. I think he know better than that. Not the same thing to Denzel.
Right.
Denzel let him have it. They were on First Take talking about their new movie they got coming. That's out on Apple TV, I think it is. First to Last or something like that. The name of the movie. The new movie. Let me make sure I get the name of it. New movie. There we go. Denzel movie. It is called Highest to Lowest. Not First to Last. Highest to Lowest. Movie just done with Spike Lee, and they were doing the publicity for that, and then of course, if you're on First Take, they're gonna ask you some sports questions. And so Denzel had to let them know how he felt. All right, let's see what else we got. The UFC secured a massive $7.7 billion 7-year deal with Paramount for exclusive U.S. broadcast rights. That's the stupid part is a stupid amount of money. Can you believe they're gonna make $7 billion for the UFC?
That's the hottest thing right now.
Yeah. So would you rather watch a UFC fight or a boxing match?
Boxing match. I'm not into UFC, man. UFC, KFC is high.
UFC, KFC, Lakers in 6. I like the UFC. I really do. I get it, and I like boxing. But I have to be honest, what I don't like to see, and call me old fashioned, call me a sexist, but I hate to see the women fight because they bruise up so quickly, and it's really tough to see. It really is hard for me to watch the ladies fight, and I'm not saying that they're not qualified. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want anybody to come after me and saying that the women aren't qualified to be out there. It's just that's the old school man to me. It's hard to see the women out there fighting and get bruised. And the women are tough. I'm not saying that they're not able to do it. It's just hard to see at the end of the fight, win or lose, they all lumped up. That's just hard for me to see. That's just hard. But they do it, and they do it well. That they do. That's just my own personal opinion on that. All right. Did you hear about the comments that David Justice made about Halle Berry?
I didn't catch that one neither.
Ooh, he said she wasn't motherly, and that he didn't see her being the mother of his children. She wasn't cooking, she wasn't cleaning, and she asked him to marry her.
Wow.
And so he was like, he had to make a decision. Should I stay in this relationship and move on? Because I want to have children and all that. And he was saying how he was mad at how she let people insinuate that he was the one who hit her in her ear when it wasn't him. He said he knew who it was, but he wasn't gonna put him out there like that. And so of course she came back with a little meme on TV on internets about Mother's Day. Had a little car, mommy, and all that. Now, but he also did say that they were young. And when you're young, you don't have the life experience to work your way through that, and that they probably could have made it had they been a little bit older, both of them, older, mature. I would have to agree with him on that. Because when you're 24, 25, married, and you're trying to make it work, I got married at 31. And I thought I was mature enough at the time. You got to really mature as a person, and the relationship has to mature. So I understand what he said on that point, and everybody, of course, came at the David Justice. How you gonna say that about Halle Berry? She wasn't motherly. She wasn't cooking and cleaning. She out there making movies. Yeah. If he's a traditional male, that's his opinion. Why can't he have his opinion? Did he say anything that was wrong? Did he lie on her? He did not. So that's all I'm saying. All right. And also in Stupid Sports News, Mr. John Gruden and Brian Flores have an opportunity to get their day in court. In separate rulings, John Gruden the judge said that John Gruden will have the ability to sue the NFL for them firing him because of those emails that were leaked. And then also in the separate ruling, Brian Flores says he should have his opportunity. Whether he'll get his day in court is another thing, for those teams who shut him out of who shut him out of the process of getting a head coaching job. The teams he's going to be suing are the Broncos, the Giants, and the Texans. It was so bad with the Giants job that what's the coach for North Carolina now? He texted him because he heard that Brian had got the job. It said, "Congratulations, Brian Flores, on getting the job," but it was actually Brian Dable.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So all that's been put in the evidence. I'm sorry, Marcus. I'm gonna back off of Halle Berry. I love Halle Berry, but hey, that's how life goes when you young like that. And, things. I did like to see the two of them together, but hey, I get it. You got to grow up, and he said, and he admitted himself, give them a chance to grow up as people. Things could have been different. All right, let's see here, and of course, I really don't have a good one quick question this week. So I'm gonna put it like this. And in spite of all the craziness surrounding Michigan this year, do you think that they still gonna have a good year in spite of all the things that's been going on around them? Are they gonna be able to shut out all of the noise?
7-5.
75? Okay. Lord. Greg said, "What do you expect? Those young ladies ain't like that." Well, I would have to agree on this point. Her lifestyle did not allow for her to cook and clean and be motherly at that point in her life. She was still hot as an actress. So, of course, you're going to have a housekeeper. Of course, you're going to have a cook. Of course, you're going to go to restaurants. You don't have time for that. Your job is to go out and make these movies. You're going to be on the other side of the world for 4 to 6 months at a time. So, that's her lifestyle. And you went into it knowing that as a man. As a man, that's what she does. You're not gonna you making good money, yeah, but she want to have her career. You're not gonna pay her to stay home. She ain't about that life. Her life was, I'm Halle Berry. I'm making these movies. I'm about to get this Oscar, and you might be Mr. You might be David Justice, but I'm Halle Berry. And at the end of the day, you might have to be Mr. Halle Berry because of that. So that is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So on the question, what'd you think? Did you say 75?
75.
Okay, that's fair. I think they're gonna do a little bit better than that, but we shall see. Said the blind man to the dead dog. All right, we're gonna close things up. Next week we're gonna be back with the AFC preview. Right now the Little League World Series is going on. They got sign stealing stuff going on. They got all kind of controversy in the Little League World Series. Some of the teams had trouble getting in because the Trump administration didn't want to let some of the kids in for some of the countries play, but they all look like they all did make it in. Don't forget Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. the original Love and Stuff program on Tuesday. Dr. V, the good Reverend Dr. Blissy Edner, with the thriving Tuesday moment of encouragement, and Reality Strikes with Ed Brown on Monday night. All right, Felix, you got anything to close the show for us today?
Arsenio Hall is not where the Lakers play. I repeat, Arsenio Hall is not where the Lakers play. It's crypto.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us. Have a great week. Be safe. Stay cool. And we shall see you all next week.